So the America's Cup is it's over 160 years old. It's the oldest sporting trophy in the world. New Zealand's been involved since 1987 in Fremantle, and every event the New Zealand's entered have been in either the Challenger Finals or the America's Cup itself. So after the 2013 Cup, once the rules were established, we could study those rules and figure out where we could push the boundaries. And the areas that we concentrated on mainly was the wing control, the power supply for the hydraulics, and the foil design.
So I joined Emirates Team New Zealand in November 2015. So my first project was involved in looking at using a cycling type configuration on the boat instead of a conventional grinding configuration. And so we'd been working on the cycling system for over a year and a half, keeping it all behind closed doors. We had a full-scale mock-up built to test and then further developed the SOLIDWORKS models as a result of the testing and the mock-up. Particularly once we started sailing Boat 2 with the cycling configuration, I was able to use footage and photos of our boat sailing and update the models accordingly of the cyclors. Even once we were in Bermuda, the development of the cycling system continued. For example, there was lowering of seat heights. I also use SOLIDWORKS for designing parts for 3D printing for use on the boat, most notably with the controllers used by Glenn, Blair and Andy, which were used to control the hydraulic functions on the boat, such as all the wing control and all the daggerboard controls.
Yes, SOLIDWORKS was very good for prototyping and just investigating the feasibility of ongoing daggerboard shape development. So we could easily swap out boards in a virtual sense and run a new board through the structure of the boat, hoist it up and down, move it through all its sailing conditions and check that it was actually going to be feasible. It was really an essential tool for these complex systems. So SOLIDWORKS was a really good tool for visualising what our parts were going to be like. I would, in just about every part I designed, I would do a fairly fast conceptual model, and I'd get the key stakeholders involved, sit around my screen and we'd review it. The guys from the machine shop that would be making it would come in, and it was a really good way to have a team effort to just try and troubleshoot before you've made the investment of manufacture.
Emirates Team New Zealand has been involved with the Intercad, part of Central Innovation, for over 20 years, and their support enabled us to get the most out of our software. It's certainly a big help in our victory. Given the short timeframes we have to deal with, our confidence in SOLIDWORKS enables us to build parts and get them out on the water sailing straight away.